Now let's observe something about both this solution and this solution. We've actually already observed it with this solution. This number 4 has a great deal of significance to our graph, okay, to the graph of our function. It's a parabolic graph. What is the significance of 4? Well, what was the significance of 4 here? 4 was halfway between our two zeros, okay? 4 was the x-coordinate of our vertex. And if we move to the right or to the left by approximately 1.2 units, we get to the zeros. Well, clearly, the actual distance that we move to the right or left of x equals 4 will be square root of 3 over 2. Somewhere between, I believe, 1.22 and 1.23. Okay. We get the same result here. Now, where did the 4 come from when we used the quadratic formula? Well, here's the 4, 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 right? It's the thing that we do the plus or minus to. And what do we have here? Well, this is where the 4 came from. It's 16/4. And where did the 16 and the 4 come from? Well, here and here. The thing that we do the plus or minus on is this divided by this. In this case, 16/4. In the general case, negative b divided by 2a. So we conclude a couple of things, that negative b over 2a is kind of the center point for finding our zeros. We do negative b over 2a plus a square root, and of course the square root is divided by a. And if I had a piece of yellow chalk, I guess I'd better write that in. And it's not divided by a, it's divided by 2a. You can't read it anyhow. It's a square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. And that's what I've written here and what I've written here, just the expression b squared minus 4, square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. That's how far you've got to move to the right of negative b over 2a to get this 0, and to the left of negative b over 2a to get this 0. So we establish that negative b over 2a is halfway between our zeros. Now, a parabola is symmetric about an axis, a vertical axis, through its vertex. And it follows from what we've said here that negative b over a is the x-coordinate of our axis of symmetry. So our graph is symmetric about, in this case, x equals 4. What's on one side of that line is just a reflection of what's on the other side, for the simple reason that that's the case for our y equals x squared function, with which you need to be very closely familiar, and I believe most of us are. Okay? And the vertex lies on the axis of symmetry. So I can say that the vertex is on the axis of symmetry.
There's no way you didn't bring it.
And again, that axis of symmetry is characterized by x equals negative b over 2a. So this is the x-coordinate of our vertex.